Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Talkin Wrasslin podcast with your host, the macho-loving, cornet carny, little munchkin Daddy Val, and the Jacksonville wrestling fan, whose favorite wrestlers, of course, are forever and always will be the Young Bucks, Lyssie Val. Together, these two give a retrospective of the week in the professional wrestling world throughout all promotions across the world. So let's jump into this week's episode. Oh my God!
Hello. Hi. Welcome to another thrilling episode of Talkin Wrasslin. I'm your host, Lyssie, and I'm joined here with my co-host, Dylan.
Go Birds.
Fuck the Birds.
They won today,
Yeah,
somehow, some way.
So cool and so great.
Let's go Phillies.
We're recording this on Sunday. It's 6 o'clock. So yeah, that's cool, I guess. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been up for too long. I'm over it. But here we go, right? Here we are. Here we go. So basically, I'm gonna run down what we're gonna go through this episode. We'll be talking a lot. Not a lot. We got some things to talk about, wrestling news wise and things that have happened in the wrestling universe this week. We'll be talking about Dynamite and Rampage.
Because we were there.
Yes.
We were there.
Because we were there. Because we were there for Dynamite and Rampage. We'll talk a teeny tiny little bit about Smackdown. We'll be talking about a flashback match of the week, and then wrestler of the week, who I'll probably figure out by the end of this episode, because I still don't fucking know.
Yes.
I never know going into it anymore at this point. But before any of that, Dylan, how was your week?
It was pretty alright. Average week. Didn't do anything. Went to Dynamite and Rampage. That was the most exciting thing about my week.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really... Oh, and I went to the Bloomsburg Fair.
You're gonna dox us.
No, it's okay
it's
to
far
say.
Away.
Everyone knows what the Bloomsburg Fair is, though.
Maybe in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
but yeah,
people know what the
far enough away.
It's a big fucking fair, so people know. So I went to that too, and it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I always like going to that.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty much it.
You're not gonna talk about what happened today?
The Eagles won.
No, something more thrilling and exciting than that. We got free drinks from Taco Bell.
We did get free drinks from Taco Bell.
We got free drinks from Taco Bell today.
I was scared to drink it.
Why?
I didn't know what they put in it. Like
they think we're pretty.
Lean or something.
Why are they going to give us lean at the Taco Bell?
I don't. It's Taco Bell.
My week was eventful.
Yeah, how was your week?
I mean, I worked a lot, obviously.
Work.
So work. But then we went to Dynamite and Rampage, which again, we'll talk more about that later. Went to Dynamite and Rampage. And then I worked again. And then on Friday, I got tattooed, which was fun.
Can I hit you in the stomach?
No.
It still hurts?
Yes, it still hurts. I got my stomach tattooed, like kind of across my hips, underneath my belly button area. So yeah, that was fun. The tattoo itself wasn't terrible, wasn't too bad. But it kind of sucks more healing now than anything. Because, like, I have my sternum tattooed, and I forgot that when I had my sternum tattooed, it, like, hurt to move my abdomen in any sort of fucking way. And now I'm like, oh, yeah, my abdomen, it hurts. Because it's, like, taut, you know? So that's fun. But yeah, then went back to work and got some free drinks from Taco Bell. So that was pretty cool. Pretty nifty. Pretty fun. What else happened this week? I purchased a piece of material for a project. So that's going to be fun when that comes in. So I want to surprise everyone. I want to surprise the world with it. So I don't want to give away too much information. But that should be coming in within like the next week or two, give or take. So that's exciting. I'm very excited to do that.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. So yeah. I guess we'll just kind of jump right into things, right?
Oh, I guess.
I guess so. I don't know. I'm not good at being the host, and Dylan makes me feel bad about it. So
You suck at being the host.
I don't know how to do this, dude. I'm tired.
You read the goddamn notes. You keep the
3:30 this morning.
Oh, boo-hoo.
I would kill to sleep till 5 o'clock like you.
Still not fun.
I don't give a fuck if it's fun, and I didn't go to bed till like 12:30.
But when you wake up early, I actually wake up early too, because you wake me up every time you get up.
Well, I try not to. It's not my fault.
it
You're a
just
fucking
happens.
light sleeper. You never wake me up when you get up.
Because I'm quiet as a mouse.
I try to be quiet. You are a light fucking sleeper.
I am.
You will literally wake up at anything. I could breathe too hard and you'll wake up.
Yeah, honestly.
So that's not my fucking fault.
I have sleep problems. I don't know if I should see a doctor about it or not.
No, you're just a light sleeper, dude. Like, that just sucks for you.
Yeah, I don't think I have like insomnia.
No, you just are a very light sleeper.
Yeah.
It's probably because of, the incident.
There's so much incidents, bro. There's so many incidents that has happened. I once peed the bed.
I'm sure we all have at one point, Dylan. But anyway, I guess I'll just move on into this week of wrestling topics. Sorry, my back itches and I'm trying to scratch it, but it's not working out well in my favor. Saturday night's main event is back December 14th on NBC.
This makes me happy. I fucking
So
love
talk about this, because I have no fucking idea what.
I fucking love. I'm assuming it's not a pay-per-view. I don't know if it's gonna. Maybe it's gonna be like what AEW does with Battle of the Belts, where it's like quarterly, or whatever. Because that's how Saturday night's main event used to be back in the day. I remember, like a few months ago, there was just a few like light reports out, like, oh, WWE wants to bring back Saturday night's main event. Like, oh, that'd be fucking cool. So yeah, they're gonna have it on NBC and Peacock, because Peacock is with NBC. So that'll be fun to see what they do. And the package is out there, like the return package, and they use the original theme and stuff. So it'll be cool to see what they do. It's going to be from Long Island. Maybe MJF will debut or something.
I don't think he's debuting.
So yeah, it'll be cool. I'm always down for Saturday night's main event. Let's see, we'll have to watch some old school Saturday night's main event in the lead up to that, and review and talk stuff.
Do we have to?
Yeah, Saturday night's main event's fucking good. There's some great fucking moments on, like Hogan versus Andre happened there the second time.
I don't want to watch Hogan.
Too bad, brother. The Rockers versus the Brainbusters is a very good match. So that'll be cool. You could see Arn Anderson and Shawn Michaels.
Mm-hmm.
There's some great moments from Saturday night's main events that we'll have to watch.
Okay.
Yes. What do you think about coming back?
Sure, why not? I mean, it falls into the category of nostalgia sells, and nostalgia's been very big these past couple of years. Mainly ever since, like, the pandemic hit, like, nostalgia's really taken, like, a hit of just, like, that is what's fucking selling, of people reminiscing. So, I'm not honestly surprised that they're doing it. Honestly, I think it's a pretty smart business tactic for them to do it.
And if it was good at the time when it was happening, well, people are going to love it when it happens again.
Well, we can only hope.
Yeah.
Honestly, because...
That's how it usually goes, though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's very hit and miss.
Especially in wrestling. Like, something with Saturday night's main event would do better, I would think, than if they were to be like, yo, let's go back to the Ruthless Aggression era. Because there were some bad moments.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad things that happened in the fucking, yeah.
It's kind of like teams and, like, throwback jerseys, too.
No, that's fair.
Where it's like, yo, let's, like, oh, yeah, the Eagles, like, were always pretty good with the Kelly Green jerseys. Let's not have them wear the fucking ugly blue and yellow.
Were they not good then?
Well, they're just ugly looking jerseys.
Yeah, they're terrible jerseys. Terrible
but, like,
fucking jerseys.
Or the Jags would actually be a good one. I'd rather see them wear the throwbacks than the 2015 fucking jerseys.
Those jerseys were so bad.
Yeah. You want to forget about the bad times.
One of the ugliest fucking things I've ever seen in my goddamn life. I just always worry that when we do, like... I mean, I don't really want to say worry, because, like, it's kind of, like, cut and clear you can even, like, compare it to, like, movie remakes and stuff, where, like, it's never gonna be as good as the original.
No.
And you're always gonna have those people that, even if it is good, you're always gonna have those people that are just like, well, actually, it was way better back in, and it's like, no, dude, like,
shut the fuck up.
I just hope it's not, like, a terrible tragedy, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, like,
I don't think it's gonna be
a mockery or laughing stock of what it used to be.
I think it's probably gonna be like a 2-hour show or something, or even an hour show. No, I can see them doing a 2-hour show. Probably be a 2-hour show, and it'll be fun, like, especially, like, you got some old school guys that like keeping the old school traditions of wrestling still alive, like Punk and Cody and Orton.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm sure that they'll probably be involved.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, you're going to have the big names on that. But, I mean, it's cool. We just kind of have to wait and see, I guess. Again, I think it's a smart business tactic, personally.
We'll be watching it.
But, honestly, anything that comes with WWE for me is just easier to look at it as, like, a business, because they just look at it from a business standpoint.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sure it'll make them lots of money, yada, yada, yada. I just hope it's something I actually enjoy, for once, from them.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Moving on to something I'm not going to enjoy from WWE. SmackDown rumored to go in 3 hours once Raw is on Netflix, and Raw on Netflix is rumored to also go 3 hours.
Yeah,
I don't need this in my life.
There's a lot. We don't know if this is true, but it's rumored.
Here's the thing, Triple H, right? I hope you're listening. You're not, but I hope you're listening, Hunter. Here's the thing, right? I would not mind a 3-hour show. Personally, I would not mind a 3-hour show.
It might be better with Raw on Netflix.
It might be better with Raw on Netflix. But here's my thing. When I'm watching Raw right now, if I'm watching Raw, ever, at any given moment in my life, 3 hours drags the fuck out when it's just all segmenty. Like, here's the thing, right? If we're centering around wrestling, a 3-hour show I'm fine with. I'm fine with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hour shows. I don't fucking care. If we're talking centric of wrestling, maybe a couple, like, obviously there has to be a few segments thrown here and there, right? Fine, sure, whatever. But when it's like a shit ton of fucking segments or a shit ton of, in-ring promos or whatever, and not a lot of actual fucking wrestling, it gets really fucking boring, really fucking fast. I lose fucking interest in this. I'm here to watch the fucking wrestling. So if you're gonna do 3-hour fucking shows, for the love of fucking God, use your goddamn fucking roster.
It's just too much doing it every week, man. That's my problem with it, is it's every week. Like, if it's a pay-per-view, fine. If it's every once in a while, fine. But man, every fucking week, it's just gonna get tiring and tiring. Like, yeah, it's gonna help some people. Like, the Bloodline, they can do a 40-minute segment. Cool, that kills 40 minutes of the show right there. Perfect.
And that kills me. I don't want a 40-minute fucking segment. I want a 40-minute fucking match. Well, I don't want to sit here.
Relax there.
And listen to these fucking guys yap their yams about
sometimes I do.
How Solo Sikoa, and Solo sucks. He fucking sucks. He's terrible. He can't cut a goddamn fucking promo. Sure, he's like kind of fine in the ring, whatever. But it's
he
boring.
Hates math.
He hates math. That's fine. I don't care. I can relate to that. But, like, he's not talking about hating math. It's 7. And he's not talking about that enough. Frankly.
What's 9 plus 10?
35.
21.
Frankly.
Got him.
Frankly. I don't want that. And that's what it's gonna end up being, because WWE's center of storytelling, and I get it that, like, you need segments in a story to tell the story. I get that. I'm not saying you shouldn't have that. But WWE's storytelling is quite literally reciting the story in front of you verbatim for 40 fucking minutes. And it's boring. And it still feels insulting to the intelligence of the fucking audience. I want mystery. I want lore. I want hints. I want throwbacks. I want little pieces, puzzles thrown at me. Like, I know a lot of people gave shit for the fucking QR codes for the Wyatt 6 and whatnot.
I know it was
a lot.
much.
I know it was a lot cooler when like Bray Wyatt did it, but like that's the thing that's really fucking cool is that's fucking interactive. That gives you the bits and pieces. That allows you to theorize. That allows you to interact with other fans. That allows you to come up with your own conclusions. That allows you to be excited if your conclusions aren't right. That allows you to be like, oh my god, I can't believe I missed that if your conclusions were wrong and it went in some other fucking direction. It's so much more fun that way. Instead of just, Cody, I beat you in this match. And now I'm going to beat you in this other match. And Roman, I'm the tribal chief. It's boring. It's repetitive. Dare I say it's lazy booking? Dare I fucking say it's lazy booking?
No, that's not lazy booking.
It's not lazy booking.
That's not
But
lazy
it's lazy storytelling. And I hate that.
No, I wouldn't. I'm not trying to like defend them or anything, but that's not even lazy storytelling. That's storytelling to begin with, is the segments that are like this. But it's just, there's a way to do it without eating up a lot of time.
Yes, and you could tell a story in a fucking match. And all those dumb fuckers that think you can't, the WWE, quite literally, their storytelling is for the people that don't actually like wrestling. And that's what pisses me the fuck off. Like, sure, my storytelling and what I enjoy more is bits and pieces of lore or hints or like things that might fly under the radar. Like, for example, when we were hinting at the Hung Bucks reunion for like a year, because, you know, that's how the Young Bucks draw things out. We were referencing the Hung Bucks fucking thing. The fact that like the Young Bucks Reeboks were in Hangman's locker. Like they were on the top shelf just sitting there, but they were in his locker specifically. Like he brought those. And it like made you think like, oh my god, there's the hints dropping here and there and there. Even when fucking, this isn't even necessarily storytelling, this is just teasing, but like Kenny Omega coming out wearing the Cookie Monster shirts or like the Chick Magnet shirts or whatever.
Well,
when CM Punk was
did that. They
did that intentionally.
Darby did that with Punk too,
yes.
where he was like best in the world.
They were doing that shit intentionally, but like, I mean, the best in the world one's a little bit.
My favorite one is when Punk was cutting a promo and they were going, yes, 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 and he was like, you gotta wait a few more weeks for that one.
Yeah, like again, that's not necessarily storytelling. That's like teasing and whatnot.
Or he had AC on the bottom of his shoes the one time for Adam Cole before Adam Cole showed up.
Like it's like little Easter eggs like that, or little like, and I wish WWE did more of that.
They do. If you remember, I don't know if they'll ever follow up on this. I would love to. We got to see where Kevin Owens. I didn't write that down. That I don't know where that's like going. Yeah, we don't usually talk about contract things unless like it's more like, I've only seen a couple of reports, but there's reports out there about Kevin Owens.
We're literally talking about 2 contract things after this.
Yeah, I know, but these things have been talked about more. This thing just started. Like, because I thought he just fucking re-signed.
Not Rushmore.
Maybe
not like a long enough deal.
I thought Kevin Owens just recently re-signed or whatever, but there's this whole thing about Kevin Owens maybe going to AEW or whatever. That's not the point right now. What I'm saying is, going back on Lyssie's point of WWE not doing this, they do, because if you remember, one episode of Smackdown, Kevin Owens was being interviewed backstage or something, and there was a CM Punk shirt there, and he like flipped it off the table.
That was after CM Punk already came back. Okay.
But
I know what you're saying.
WWE does that because now there's a thing there. People, if you know the story of how much Kevin Owens and Punk actually don't like each other and all that. Same thing with Rollins and Punk. They do that if you think about it. I mean, yeah, AEW, if you think about it, there is people like arguing about like the Ricochet and Will Ospreay thing, like becoming a match on free TV or whatever. But there's been a story, they actually been telling this ever since Ricochet's been in WWE, where literally Will Ospreay has been calling Ricochet like a coward and all of this. So for like, you went away, bruv. You went over there, bro. Like, fucking, if Seth Rollins ever went to AEW or Will Ospreay ever went to WWE and they were in the same fucking company, there's a story there still.
There is. Because
they've talked shit on Twitter before.
No, there is.
So like, they do it.
But it's a matter of, are they gonna follow up with it? And like, to me, it feels like seeds are planted in the event of something happening, not with any actual, like, further intent behind it. That's at least the way it feels. Like, to me...
I mean, there's the whole bloodline thing right now. The reason why Roman is after Solo is because, I mean, we'll talk about it later, but they took Jimmy, Jay's gone, they took out the wise man. Hell, Solo's going after the title. That's Roman's title. Don't forget, the bloodline were gonna lay their hands on CM Punk, but Roman Reigns told the bloodline specifically to not touch CM Punk because he's close to Paul Heyman. So there's a lot of stuff there too.
Yes. And the bloodline is like the only fucking story. Like,
everything revolves around the bloodline,
I will go back and still say it, that the Rhea and Liv story recently has been fucking trash. It has been fucking trash. They had so much fucking shit from the years of Rhea and Liv that they could have used, and instead it's, I took your boyfriend and your friends. So, like, sorry, lol. Oh, and your belt, I guess. Haha. Like, that's the fucking story.
Yes.
That's boring, that's bland, that's lacking intelligence. That's stupid. You could have done so much fucking more with it. And that's the issue I have with it. Again, maybe it's just, I like being more interactive with a story than anything else. I love drawing my own conclusions. Again, I mean, I say it, and I think it's a fair enough timeline for the way that things are going, but nonetheless still want to heal up. There's seemingly things going on and brewing with the Elite right now, and I think Kenny's going to be coming back sooner than later. I'm giving it till the show in January where they're in Japan.
Okay.
I will. I'm giving it to that. And if I'm incorrect about that, I'm incorrect about that, and I will take it where it's at. But it seems like there's a couple things that are really like let's be honest here. No disrespect, because I love him with my whole heart. Christopher Daniels just randomly getting involved with Jack again. Like, randomly getting involved with the Elite again. After, like, we kind of had this weird limbo of that not really being a thing. Because, like, Christopher Daniels took over Kenny's role.
I don't even fucking... Fuck, who's in charge of AEW?
I'm just saying, like, then he just kind of played the role of, like, an EVP, but not really with the EVPs. Like, they kind of branched off of that a little bit. Now they're, like, slightly revisiting it again. Like, it's just weird and interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like how Hangman was involved with the Elite, but now he's just randomly fucked off.
No, Hangman and Okada's coming. Because Hangman is coming back for everyone who stood in his way of Swerve. Okada was one of them. And that's bringing him back to the Elite eventually.
When the fuck did Okada stand in the way of... What?
When Hangman went to the back...
How's that standing in the way? Did he cause him any harm? Did he cause him any way?
Okada has very clearly been standing his ground against Hangman. Like, remember when Hangman came back?
But okay,
listen to me.
How is that? How is that stopping him from winning the belt?
Listen to me. God damn.
How is that?
When Hangman went to the back to get himself involved in Blood and Guts after he told the Bucks no. And Okada was the one that came to the door, and he was like, I need to get back there. And Okada was like, no, you're not allowed back there or whatever. Hangman's trying to get back there to get involved with Blood and Guts to go up against Swerve because Swerve said he was going to be in Blood and Guts. And Okada's already causing an inconvenience.
Hangman
Okada causing inconveniences in Blood and Guts as well.
Bro, that Blood and Guts match wasn't that good. I fucking forgot about it, okay?
I'm just saying there has been a very small... Like, I don't want to say small, but there has been a lot of hints.
The past two...
Going in, Okada and Hangman are finally going to get that singles match that they were supposed to have. That is going to happen.
The past two Blood and Guts matches have been pure garbage, and that's the problem with them doing it every year.
And nonetheless, we're not talking about that. Nonetheless, like, I like stories that you need to pay attention to. WWE, their storytelling for me, is just... easy listening.
You gotta pay attention to the Bloodline story.
The Bloodline story is all there. It's all there. It's so easy to fucking read. They literally tell you everything.
Yes.
And to me, that's just easy listening.
But where are they going from here? Obviously Roman and Solo, but then...
Yeah, Roman
and... How do we get Roman and Rock?
Because The Rock is still a part of the... The Rock is still a part of the fucking Bloodline.
No, I'm saying, how do we get to Roman and The Rock? If we know where we're going, we should know where we're going. But how are we getting to Roman and The Rock? Who's in charge of Jacob Fatu?
The Rock.
Where the fuck?
The Rock is realistically the one that you could argue caused the implosion of the bloodline.
Well, yeah, that's the whole fucking thing I think that they're going to go with.
Yes,
I think The Rock is behind all of this.
Once Roman defeats Solo and probably Jacob, because why the fuck not at this point? Once Roman beats them, and reclaims his I can't remember what it's called, the necklace.
Listen, hot take. We're not doing bad blood predictions on this week. That's next week, but hot take. Remember I said this. Jacob Fatu is going to pin Roman Reigns in the tag match.
Okay.
Jacob Fatu pins Roman Reigns. Solo's going to get pissed.
Jacob pins Roman. Roman and Cody lose. I think Roman and Cody are losing. Roman and Cody lose. Roman and Cody are angry because they can't coexist and they're not girlfriends anymore.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into in a little bit.
And Roman
and then they have their match again where, Roman goes back after the title. Cody beats Roman.
Roman and Cody 3 needs to happen, but that needs to happen after Roman's done with the bloodline, I think. I think what needs to happen is number 3, no one's in no one's corner. Like, Roman has no one, Cody has no... Like, that's down the line. We're ways away from that. Like, we are in the 4th inning of this bloodline story, I think.
It's going too long.
But we still have Roman and The Rock that needs to happen. We still have Cody and The Rock that needs to happen. We have Roman and Jacob Fatu on the table. We have Cody and Jacob Fatu on the table. We have Solo and Jacob Fatu on the table. Roman and Solo. Then we got the fucking Usos reuniting. We got a lot that still needs to happen. We got fucking 10 more years of this shit.
Yeah, and it's getting boring and it's getting bland. And it's feeling drawn out already. It's going to go on longer than Roman's fucking title reign.
This ends with Sami Zayn standing tall.
Yeah, Sami Zayn's going to beat all of them, actually. At the same time.
Yes.
Anyway, let's just get back to the point. 3 hours is too long for Raw and SmackDown unless they actually, do better and not make their show fucking boring.
It's too long for it being weekly. Raw's always a drag. I can't even tell you the last time I made it through a 3-hour Raw.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's move on because I'm fucking sick and tired of talking about this shit.
Ooh-ah.
Moving on to things we don't talk about, contracts. The Lucha Bros are heavily rumored to be on their way to WWE, with WWE supposedly getting ready to sell their masks / they are still supposedly signed to AEW as we speak, but they're on their way. What do you mean sell their masks?
Like, they're doing what AEW wasn't going to do and sell their masks. Like the Rey Mysterio mask, like the kids can buy the fucking masks and wear them in the crowd.
Yeah.
Why didn't AEW do that?
Well, because AEW's merch department has been on a decline until recently, where they actually decided to start hiring artists.
Why didn't they sell Orange Cassidy sunglasses?
I'm literally saying that to you because their merch department has been on a decline until recently, where they started hiring artists who actually have a brain, who are also wrestling fans, because they hired wrestling fans who are artists who know what the fuck wrestling fans want in merch.
Exactly.
So now I have higher hopes for the merch department because already the t-shirts that are coming out are fucking a million times goddamn better.
Why aren't they selling hologram masks right now?
I don't know. They gotta make them, dude.
I want a fucking hologram mask, bro.
They gotta make them, man. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Or like, who else carries ridiculous shit? I'm trying to think of like other stuff. Why Serpentico mask?
Oh my god, #1 seller.
Or the fucking
Nyla Rose would buy up all the stock.
No, she would.
And just so no one else could have them, and then she would sell them out of like the trunk of her car for like a penny.
Why can't they sell the Beast Mordos mask?
That might be a complicated one.
No, that'd be fun.
That would be complicated.
I'd buy one. Wear it to the show.
Anyway, sure. I still don't know. Like, here's the thing. I
can't wait for them to be my speed champions.
I do not have much more to say about this than I've already said about it, and it's just I will believe it when I see it, because everything that has come out about the Lucha Bros has been conflicting and back and forth. So I will believe it when I fucking see it. As long as they're happy, I do not care. I just don't care. Like, I'm tired of hearing the reports about it. Just show up wherever you're going to show up. And cool, great, awesome. Hope you're happy. Hope you make lots of money. Hope you're thrilled. hope it's everything you've ever dreamed of. I don't care. Just I'm so
It's been extremely dragged out.
It's been dragged out. It has been every other fucking week I've been hearing something different about it, and I'm literally tired of hearing about it.
It's every day.
Like, this is the same fucking shit about when MJF went away and everyone was like when he came back and won the fucking Sonic ring or the poker chip or whatever. And everyone, like, every other week was like, oh, no, he is going to WWE. No, he's staying in AEW. No, he's going to WWE. Like, I just let it happen wherever it happens. I don't need to know this much information. I don't need to know this much back and forth. I do not care enough. Just let it fucking, whatever.
Just show up, my guys.
Moving on. Miro rumored to have asked for his release from AEW. Goodbye. Next.
Read the whole fucking thing.
That's what it says. Miro rumored to have asked for his release from AEW. Goodbye. Bye. 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 I'm over it.
Okay, fucking chill. God, let me fucking talk now, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
God.
It sucks when you're trying to say something and you get interrupted.
Holy shit. But yeah, Miro said fuck this, I guess. Because he doesn't want to do the job. No, there was like reports coming out about it of he was supposed to be in the All-In Casino Gauntlet or whatever, and he was like, no.
Yeah, like, I don't understand
Like,
what
what
you're
the
supposed
fuck?
to do in that instance. Like,
His last match was World's End, I think.
WWE released him for what people have been saying. Like, WWE released him for similar reasons.
I forget why he was released from WWE. I just thought it was just one of those, like,
Layoffs
because he was super over with Happy Rusev Day. So and it was Vince running the company, so it was like, well, that's why he's too over.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like,
because he was really over with Rusev Day. Like, that was super fucking over. He's been fucked from AEW from the start. So he shows up in AEW. And he's the best man. And he's fucking wearing a Mickey Mouse fucking shirt. He's Kip Sabian's fucking friend. And then they randomly have like this arcade. That's why I want to go back and watch fucking Pandemic AEW. Because they have like the arcade street fight thing. He's done being Kip's friend. He found God. He has a pretty great TNT title run. He redeemed these nuts with Eddie Kingston. And then like after that, it was nothing.
Because he didn't do anything. Because he didn't want to do anything.
It was like everything's just been fucked. It's been one of the. It's not even AEW's fault. It's fucking Miro's fault. What the fuck?
Yeah. So
he brings his fucking wife. He's supposedly a cuck. I don't know, like, the story behind that or anything, but he's supposedly a cuck, which I find very funny. But him and Lana aren't even married anymore, which is also just very funny. But I find it funny that he got Lana a job for like 3 months in AEW, and then she was part of a storyline, and then got her finger infected. I blocked her on Twitter because I was sick and tired of seeing that ugly fucking thing on Twitter. And then she left, and he hasn't been seen since World's End. AEW.
No, it's his own fucking fault.
Yep.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about the good things about AEW. Like what we saw on Dynamite and Rampage, because we went to Dynamite and Rampage.
We
well,
did.
Dynamite, obviously Rampage was filmed with it.
We did at the Wachovia Arena.
No, that's not what it's called.
I know, but
I'm
going to call it the Wachovia Arena.
Yeah, I still on occasion call it Wachovia. Now known as the Mohegan Sun Arena. I mean, it was on TV, so it was literally this past Wednesday, so, I mean, I don't care saying, like, you know, the Mohegan Sun Arena, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Wilkes-Barre, Scranton.
Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Pennsylvania.
You gotta put the Scranton in there.
I just want a preference. Like, Wilkes-Barre and Scranton are close, but they're not, like, directly next to each other.
Why does
There's like 3 cities, or 3 towns you have to get through to get to Scranton or to get to Wilkes-Barre.
Why does our local sports teams need to share Wilkes-Barre and Scranton? Where, okay, the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, they play in Wilkes-Barre. They play in that arena. The Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders, the baby Yankees team, the AAA Yankees team, they play in Scranton. Not even. Music.
Yeah.
Would that be technically Scranton?
I would consider Music closer to Scranton.
Okay.
Music is closer to Scranton. Music's like the next door neighbor.
Bro, imagine them being called the Music Rail Riders, though. Shit would be cool.
Like, I think, honestly, I think the reason that Wilkes-Barre Scranton is a thing is because of The Office? Because, like, that's the most notable thing around the area?
I read something about... I always joke. I read something about the reason why, like, Wilkes-Barre Scranton got to share, like, the naming rights is because of technically how close they are and tax write-offs or whatever.
Taxes make sense.
Yeah.
But they're not that close. Like, it's like a 30-minute drive, which, like, realistically is not a bad drive, but it's not, like, 5 minutes and you're there. It's not, like, directly next to each other. So I don't get that, but...
And I only like the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. Fuck the Rail Riders. We like the Iron Pigs. But fuck the Pittsburgh Penguins. Anaheim Ducks all the way. Mighty Ducks.
But Tux
is cool as fuck.
Tux is cool as fuck. Yeah, so we were at the Wilkes-Barre Scranton show. It's fucking stupid.
Wilkes-Barre.
No one, by the way, I don't think I've ever met anybody that says Wilkes-Barre Scranton.
Where are you from? Wilkes-Barre or Scranton?
Yeah, you don't say, oh, I'm from Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Yeah. If anything, it's, well, you know, like, Wilkes-Barre Scranton area, you know, like The Office.
Yeah, if someone doesn't know, I'll go, oh, I'm from the Wilkes-Barre area. And if they're like, where's Wilkes-Barre? I'm from Scranton. Same fucking area.
Yeah. When I met Hangman, I was like, oh yeah, like I'm relatively close to Scranton, you know, like where The Office was filmed. Like,
did he know what The Office was?
Yes, he knows what The Office is.
Did he think it was a good show?
I don't know if I'd asked him that.
Let me know in the comments if you think The Office is a good show.
I don't. But I have trauma.
And that's the end of this podcast.
I have trauma related to The Office. No, not really trauma. It was just, I was always on TV when I was younger.
What did Michael Scott do to you?
It was on too much. I got sick and tired of it. I was over it. So,
I
like,
love The Office.
I haven't watched it in fucking years because I feel like I've watched it enough to, like, just coast the rest of my life with it.
Nah, Office
like,
great. I saw a thing that, like, how many minutes The Office was watched in the year 2020, and it was, like, in the billions.
Well, I mean, you know the reason why they chose Scranton for The Office, right?
Yes. No, actually, wait.
Do you?
I might. Tell me.
So, for any of you listening that don't know why Scranton was chose as the area for The Office, is because it is, I think maybe at the time, I don't think it is anymore, but at the time, it was the most, if not one of the most miserable places to be on the United States.
Yeah. I knew it had something to do with that. I just didn't know it was.
It's because it was so the area is so miserable and depressing that's why they chose it.
Yep.
So yeah, that's great.
Dunder Mifflin.
But anyway, all of y'all who come to Pennsylvania to visit Scranton because of The Office, because like obviously Scranton has a lot of like Office not memorial type of stuff, but like there's a lot of shit there, and there are a lot of like restaurants that are in The Office that are like real things in Scranton. And all of y'all who visit from like other states that are like far enough away, like I'm not talking like Jersey or New York or even Maryland, like I'm talking like y'all who come from like fucking like Nevada, like, or fucking California or shit to come to Scranton. What the fuck is wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you?
If you're gonna come to northeastern Pennsylvania,
I swear to God, if you say what you said earlier, Dylan. No, just say what you're saying.
If you're gonna come to northeastern Pennsylvania, don't come to Wilkes-Barre. The crime rate's horrible. Don't come to Scranton.
Crime rate's horrible.
The crime rate's horrible. You're gonna see the Electric City lights and the Electric City building and the dead fucking Steamtown Mall. That's all you're gonna fucking see in Scranton. Go to Jim Thorpe.
I know, I knew it. I knew you were going to say fucking Jim Thorpe.
Just fucking go to Jim Thorpe. It's a nicer town. It's named after a great guy.
It's also not far from Scranton.
It's not far from Scranton. It's called the Switzerland of Pennsylvania because it's completely fucking different.
It's beautiful.
I've
never been there. I've just seen pictures.
You can go on a train ride around Christmas and see Santa Claus on the train.
Do you know that, so I follow Rick Knox on not Facebook. Oh my God, that would be terrifying. If I just showed up in his friends' fucking feed. No, I follow Rick Knox on Instagram.
Did he go to Jim Thorpe?
He posted so many pictures of the Scranton light, of the Scranton Tower. So, like, I kid you not.
Yeah.
So in case you don't know this,
I need to find this.
Rick Knox, wherever they go
on
for like
Instagram?
Yeah, on his Instagram.
Okay.
I think it's MadRef or MadRef something.
I'm just gonna type in Rick Knox.
I don't know if his full name's on there. I can't remember.
I spelled his name wrong.
But any place that they go for like Dynamite or Collision, he'll post That's what, part 30. 39?
Part 39.
He posts...
Scranton part 38.
Just scroll through. Like, because there's multiple photos.
Oh, I know. No, I'm just seeing where the Scranton starts.
He will... You got to keep going down, buddy. He'll post pictures from, like, the areas that he's in of just, like, sightseeing and whatnot. I kid you not, he has posted so many pictures.
He took a picture at the office.
He took, like, 10 of those. Like, of like, different areas of, like, where he's at. And the Scranton lights... There's, like, in these collage photos, or not collage photos, but, these, like, slideshows he has, there's just so many pictures of the Scranton lights. That's a Boscov's.
He was at Steamtown.
That was the Steamtown Mall. He was Center City Scranton. Scranton.
He was probably with the Young Bucks. Why didn't we go?
I was not going to Scranton to track down the Young Bucks.
I can't believe I'm about to say this. I'm so mad that they don't do BTE.
I know, could you imagine?
Because I would have loved to see our city.
I want to know, like, what were they doing?
That's what I want to know. Like, I would like to know where, like, they went.
Did they go to the Steamtown Mall? And we're like, oh my god, a mall. And Matt and Nick were probably like, oh my god, they gotta have some good shoes here. And then they end up in Boscov's.
They were outside the Ritz Theater.
Yeah, no, there are just an abundance of photos of Scranton.
Yeah, bro, why?
No, he doesn't post these until, like, the show's over, which makes sense because, like, if he's posting these while he's there, people are gonna find out where they are and then they're gonna track them down.
But, like, holy fuck.
Yeah,
bro.
he posts a lot and he does this every single fucking time. Like, every city they go to.
It's mostly just Scranton.
See, there's another one. He only posted Scranton.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's
So
no
I think they might have stayed in Scranton. They might not have stayed in Scranton, but I can honestly see the Young Bucks being very big fans of The Office and going, we have to go to Scranton, we're right there.
Yeah.
So, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's probably why.
He posted
so many fucking pictures. It's the most insane thing. It's the most insane thing that he does this. And, like, mind you, I don't know if just not a lot of people follow him, but, like, these slideshows only get, like, 7 or 8 likes.
Yeah, there's, like, 7 likes.
It's, like, just a bunch of, like, photo. He only has 6,000 followers, which is actually crazy. But yeah, no, like, absolutely fucking wild. He posted a 39-part series of Wilkes-Barre Scranton, mainly Scranton. Like, that's the arena.
Yeah, that's the arena.
But it's, like, the most fucking insane thing. He always does it. Every single time. And, like, sometimes he'll post photos with, like, wrestlers and stuff. Like, he'll post photos of the Bucks. I think he posted a photo of, like, Mercedes with a puppy or something the one time. So, like, that'll pop up every now and again. You'll get some good wrestler content. And those are normally the ones that get the most likes. But, like, just think, like...
I don't want to see random buildings.
I would say, like, if you really want, just go to his Instagram. But think of, like, your dad visiting a town for the first time and, like, needing to take pictures everywhere you go.
He's photo dumping.
He's photo dumping. It's the craziest thing. I know you're not a big fan of Rick Knox as a referee, but I am a big fan of him as an Instagram influencer. Frankly, I am a huge fan of every time Rick Knox posts a 40-part fucking photo dump. Honestly, what I look forward to on my Thursdays. Because he does it consecutively. Like, it's all, like, in the same fucking day. It's insane.
Probably, like, on the plane or in the car, and he's like...
Yeah, like, and again, I like, he does it after the shows because... I don't know how long they stay afterwards, if they just go directly or what. I'm sure like, some people might stay longer than others if there's certain things they want to do or see or whatever. But, yeah, no, it's fucking insane. So I kind of wonder how long they were here for. I mean, maybe they're just here a day early. I don't really know.
Probably a day
early. Anyway, let's actually get into talking about Dynamite and Rampage instead of Rick Knox's Instagram. So, yes, we went to the Dynamite that was in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
You can watch it. We were third row.
Yeah, we were third row. You can kind of see us. Which, in fairness, I mean, I feel like I don't have to say this, but I'm just going to say this. Like, I mean, we got 4th row seats to Collision. I got 3rd row seats for Dynamite. And the reason I get these seats now, because a lot of people on the internet like to... I mean, they're not wrong. They're not wrong when they say this. I'm not a fan that's trying to be seen. I'm a fan that's trying to see. So I just want the good seats because I can kind of afford them now a little bit better than I used to be able to, which is really nice. And also, like, you know, I want the good view. I really liked being on the floor for Collision and for Dynamite. Dynamite, there was a couple more smart marks. in our section.
Oh god.
Than there was for Collision, I feel like.
Oh.
But I got seated next to. I don't know if you saw me talking to a lady that was sitting next to us.
The fancy people?
Yeah, they were dressed to the fucking
fancy people?
nines. Like, I think it was a son and his mom and dad. The son was probably closer to our age. Like, he wasn't like a little kid. I think he was like closer, like in his 20s. But like his father was like in a suit, or like this just really nice like fucking blazer and button up. The mother, this beautiful, like, sparkly, I think it was like a dress, or maybe it was like a two-piece, like, you know, blazer pants situation. Fucking dressed to the nines.
It was old school wrestling.
Oh my gosh.
They were wearing the suits.
And I was sitting next to the mother, and I was talking to her, like, here and there throughout the show and whatnot. I loved her. She was so fucking fun. She was so sweet. Like, literally the first dark match happened, and she was just like, yeah, kill him. Like, I loved her. She was great.
And of course, the first dark match was Colt Cabana.
Boom, boom, Colt Cabana. Boom. Was that the first dark? No.
Yeah.
Well, that was a dark, because we had a Ring of Honor match first.
Oh, yeah.
And then we had the Colt Cabana dark match, which was fun. But yeah, so we were third row. You can kind of see us here and there on Dynamite. It may be a little bit on Rampage. But
Rampage.
We'll talk about Rampage in a minute.
Our section, that whole Rampage episode or section was rowdy, but it was rowdy at one really.
We'll talk about that in a section. But it was really fun, nonetheless. It was a really good show. Honestly, I feel like, I don't know. I mean, I think it came across pretty well on TV. But being there, like, our crowd was going good.
Yeah, except for, like, the first, like, 20 minutes.
Yeah, the first 20 minutes, not so much.
Oh, God.
Because if you watch Dynamite, the first 20 fucking minutes was Chris goddamn fucking Jericho and our favorite Orange Cassidy.
It was so fucking bad, bro. I hated it. It was garbage. It went on for goddamn way too long. I hated it.
I will say this much.
You missed it.
I don't necessarily think this was Jericho's worst match in my most recent memory.
No, it was fucking bad.
It wasn't a good match. No, it was not a good match, but it wasn't the worst match, so fine. But it did not need to go 20 fucking minutes. This could have been a 10-minute match.
Yeah.
That would have been a good fucking time for it. They could have done their little shtick and shit that they were doing at the end of it and whatever.
Not stick and shit. It's song and dance.
Whatever. Stick and shit. And then it would have been great. Fine, whatever. Cool. Fine. Move on. Next fucking shit. No, it went for 20 fucking goddamn fucking minutes. And it was not justified enough. Like, Orange Cassidy cannot carry Jericho for 20 minutes. He can't. No one can. And I know a lot of people will say Orange Cassidy is an ace in the company.
And Chris Jericho can't carry Orange Cassidy for 20 minutes.
Orange Cassidy can go way fucking better than Jericho. Orange Cassidy cannot do enough for Chris Jericho.
I don't know who I'd rather watch at this point.
I'd rather watch Orange, because at least an Orange match, it's not going to be fucking garbage, and it's not going to be like, you might be like, this might be going on for too long, and I kind of wish we were at a different match, but at least you don't have to, like, watch a fucking senior citizen struggle.
Death, taxes, and Orange Cassidy kicking off Dynamite.
The only things that are certain in life?
Yeah.
Nonetheless, excuse me, sir, who is that?
Probably Dee Dee.
Okay. First 20 minutes, we were all just kind of like, please get the fuck out of here, Jericho. We're so over you. I saw pictures on the internet, which it is true. The Jericho match came on and people immediately like got up to go get food or go get merch or go to the bathroom or something. Like, people had a 20-minute break in between Ring of Honor and a dark match. And then I don't remember what was immediately after that.
Tony Khan.
Well, Tony Khan, no, I mean like after the Jericho match. I don't remember what happened like directly after. But between that and like, you know, something that people actually wanted to watch.
Something happened. I don't fucking remember.
It's the thing with the AEW shows, which I love. It's all very...
I can just do this. Shit. The Cowboys are fucking getting blown out by the Ravens.
It's very one after the other, which I love because it's a very quick pacing. And they don't make you watch commercials during the commercial break. WWE. Which was fucking weird, and I hated that happened.
That was a little weird.
I really hated that happened. I still can't get over that was a thing. All in all, it was a really fun show. And, there's Hangman. You can go back and see me hop up and down behind Tony Schiavone there.
No, I'm seeing what the fuck was asked with this goddamn bullshit.
Okay, so there's Jericho and Cassidy. Going. Just go a little faster, dude. Okay, yep, faster. We're still there. We're still in the match. Okay, we had the promo.
It was a promo.
Oh, and then
Yuta
promo. And
Oh,
then
it was a hook squash match. Against the dude that had an Undertaker tattoo.
And then, some stuff with Roddy, and then...
Yes!
Oh, yeah, the Isaiah Cassidy thing.
So Isaiah Cassidy is wearing a hoodie that says, "Respectfully, I'm from Brooklyn." Keep that in mind. We're not there yet, because after that...
We're at commercial break.
We're at Christian Cage Talks. We had the women's match that, was I guess.
It was a good match. We had the Nigel promo.
And
then there's the mock entrance.
So this is the part that I wanted to talk about. So we're sitting there. So it comes up on screen. Jon Moxley live next. Crowd goes crazy.
Woo,
Everything.
Mox!
Because Mox coming out.
Yay, Mox!
And we're on the floor, so I was like, oh fuck, are we gonna see him and shit and whatnot? And if you follow me on Instagram, I shared the video of this whole segment, because I got this whole fucking segment.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there, and I see someone hood up, and it's a hoodie that says, "Respectfully, I'm from Brooklyn." And I was like, Isaiah Cassidy was just wearing that hoodie, and he's just walking through the aisle like he's a person just trying to get to his seat. And he's like, "Excuse me." He gets to me.
Yeah, right in front of us.
Literally right in front of me. He looks at me. And then, steps off to, the left side of me and crouches down. And I'm like, what? And then he looks at me and he's like, "Don't blow my cover." And I'm like, "Isaiah, look at me quick. I want to take a picture of you." And I took a picture of him. And then the other people, were noticing. And, one guy was recording him. And, Isaiah was talking shit the whole time. He was like, "I'm going to jump Mox. I'm going to fuck him up." And shit like that. And then Jon Moxley comes out. And
he books it.
He books it. And then you could probably, on the TV portion of this, we met
friends.
We met friends. So we met these two guys. And where they were sitting was where Mark Quinn literally jumped over them.
Yeah.
Because you could see them going wild when Jon Moxley comes out. And then they're right there in the aisleway. And then Mark Quinn jumps over these two guys. Yeah. And those are the people that we met before the fucking show. Because they were in line.
Super fucking cool dudes.
But it was just funny that I was like, I gotta take a video of all this shit. And they're and it was a whole beatdown segment. Mm-hmm. And fucking Isaiah got his hand fucked up.
Well, we didn't blow his cover though.
We didn't blow his cover.
So. And then Darby came out to save them, and then we got a cool Jack vignette. And then we had Ricochet versus the Beast Mortos, which was a fucking banger.
This was my match of the night.
Fucking killer banger. This was fucking insane. Oh, and then we had Hangman come out.
This was a good segment.
If you watch the Hangman segment, I just want to say this much. Before, when Tony Schiavone's in the ring and is announcing Hangman, I'm on the left side of Tony Schiavone, and you could see me hopping up and down because I'm excited, and I didn't exactly realize that I was hopping up and down because I was excited until I rewatched it back, and I was like, oh, that's who you're being mean to. If you're ever mean to me, that's who you're mean to. And honestly, fair. But I was very excited.
You could also...
We had to rewatch the Hangman promo back, though, because we couldn't hear what he was fucking saying.
Yeah, we couldn't hear shit.
People were, consistently, yelling, "Swerve's house, Swerve's house." I'm like, shut up, I want to hear the cowboy.
It got rowdy, but then it got rowdy when Jeff Jarrett came out.
Oh, my God. And you know what? One of our friends that we met in line said, if Jeff Jarrett comes out, pop of the night. And he was so right about it.
Bryce, Bryce was there. Bryce was there. He was at the show. He was sitting off. We were on the hard cam side. So if you're watching us, he was sitting in the back end toward where the announce table would be.
Yeah.
At a WWE show.
Yeah.
So he was sitting there. You can actually see him during the segment when Jeff Jarrett comes out. He's doing the fucking you can see everyone is sitting and he's standing. He's standing doing. And also, no, I did blow Isaiah Cassidy's cover, the Bryce, because when Isaiah Cassidy was next to me, I sent the picture to Bryce quick. I was like, Isaiah Cassidy is right next to me. And he's like, where? Like, he's like looking over at me. Where? And I'm like, I'm pointing down at him, like right here with the hoodie on.
Fucking stupid shit that you could just see the only guy standing up.
Yeah.
Like, the only guy in his section standing up going, J-E, double F,
You could faintly hear, and it was me, but you faintly hear it. But, like, I know where I say it, so maybe it's just me hearing things, but you can faintly hear me go, get him, Double J!
All I want to say about this segment is, if you are wondering, if you are a Hangman girly like I am, and if you are wondering, Lissy, does Hangman's mustache look that good in person? Yes, it fucking does. Yes, it fucking does. And I said this when I was getting tattooed to Mark. What a goddamn set of hair that man has on his face. Jesus fucking Christ. Banging stash. 10 out of 10.
Do you wish you had that mustache?
I fucking do, man. I fucking do. If I could grow a beard and a mustache, I'd be so fucking unstoppable in life.
Yeah.
But I cannot. And that is a problem for me.
I think I'm just going to shave off my beard but keep the mustache.
Just glue it on to me. Honestly, no. When I get a lace front beard, it's over for you people.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I think I'm going to do the Dale Earnhardt mustache.
I don't know about all that.
Praise Dale.
Praise Dale.
Brad Dale. Dale
and
Earnhardt.
then after Hanger and Jarrett,
wow, someone actually recovered an onside kick.
Wow, that never happens.
I know.
It was the 6-man.
Yeah.
It was a 6-man, which obviously for me is match of the night.
That was a good match.
Good fucking match.
I think
Killer fucking match.
Supposedly Dave Meltzer, that was an interesting way to kick it. The ball was already on the ground. But Dave Meltzer like rated this match like 4.5 stars supposedly.
Because it was fucking good.
I'm just saying, we witnessed almost a 5-star match.
The Young Bucks reminding you who the fuck the Young Bucks are.
It was a good match.
It was a really fucking good match.
Kyle and Ospreay aren't going to win the belts now.
No, of course not. They weren't going to.
It makes me sad.
They weren't going to.
But they're lovers.
They are such boyfriends, aren't they? I like to believe that Matthew saw me in my jacket.
Yeah.
I mean, he liked my photo. I posted my photo. The photos I posted to Twitter, if you follow me on Twitter, I posted onto my Instagram story as well. And Matt Jackson liked my picture.
Tell them about the Cybertruck.
Oh my fucking God. So there's no way that this was them, especially now. There's no way. There's no fucking way that this was them. But before the show, we were just fucking around. And we went up to the Target that's nearby. And our Target is the only, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is the only like area around the arena where there is a Tesla charging station.
I think so, yeah.
Unless there's something at the arena that I'm unaware of. But I don't think any like gas stations or anything have like specifically the Tesla ones. Mm-hmm. They might have other ones, but they don't have the Tesla ones. And we were at Target and we left and we were sitting in the car for a little bit because like the gates didn't open to get into the parking lot just yet.
Yeah, we were like, we're going to head up early because even though we live literally like right there.
Yeah.
Like we're like, fuck this. We don't want to wait in traffic.
But like, it was also too soon to leave Target because Target is literally 5-ish.
It's right around the corner.
It's right around the corner.
No, literally. You can walk. We could have parked our car at Target and walked.
The only reason it would have probably taken 5 minutes to get there is because there's a couple lights you have to get through.
Yeah.
But like 5-ish minutes away. And it was too soon to leave because we can't wait in line at the gate in the car to get in, I don't think. So we were just kind of sitting there and it was finally like time to kind of be like, okay, let's go. So we go. And I'm like looking around because people in this area drive like fucking maniacs. So I'm looking around to make sure like no cars are just gonna fly and T-bone me or whatever. And I look over to my left and there's a Cybertruck with a trailer attached to it. Like a little like a trailer that you can like live in or like go camping in or whatever. A little bit larger than just go camping in. Attached to the Cybertruck, getting charged at the Tesla station. And normally my first instinct is, look at a fucking Cybertruck. Look at that fucking loser. It's a fucking Cybertruck. But then I'm like, there's a Cybertruck with a trailer that you can live in attached to it around the corner from the arena, and the Young Bucks have driven a Cybertruck. Hold on.
Lissy being wild.
Is that? No. That can't be them, right? No, because we were far enough away to where, unfortunately, you could see the Cybertruck and the trailer. But, like, I don't know if people were in the Cybertruck or if they were in the Target while the Cybertruck was charging or what it was. But I didn't see any people around it. And also, I'm not going to go out of my way I doubt this was them. I doubt this was them because A, they didn't do a segment with the Cybertruck. B, a Cybertruck is not getting from, where were they, Kentucky?
Yeah, but they probably went home, Lyssie.
What I'm saying is, like...
No, they didn't fucking drive...
Listen to me. If they had a trailer hooked up to it that they were staying in, for whatever reason, they wouldn't be, though. Or like a trailer that they got changed in or whatever for shows and whatnot. That truck isn't driving from Kentucky to Pennsylvania. And... the only reason that trailer realistically probably would have been there is if they were driving from, like, with it there. Because, like, they're not gonna just, like, transport the Cybertruck with a trailer attached to it there. They would just transport the Cybertruck. They're not transporting the trailer attached to it like that. Like, so it just, and again, it's not making it from fucking Kentucky to Pennsylvania without braking. So they didn't drive it. So I'm like, this logically makes no sense. Like, this is probably just some rich fuck from the rich part of NEPA charging their fucking stupid ass fucking Tesla fucking Cybertruck to go camping. Like, that's probably exactly what it fucking was. But at the time, at that second, I was like, am I in the same parking lot as the Young Bucks? But I'm not gonna go find out because I don't believe in fucking harassing wrestlers.
Fuck the Mets.
I don't believe in, like, trying to hunt them down and going out of your way to fucking meet them. No. If I'm out and about and by chance they're there, and by chance I'm wearing some piece of wrestling merch, and by chance they start a conversation, then sure. But I am not going to go up to them when they're out in public doing something to be like, hi, can I get a picture? I'm not doing that. And you could not believe me if you don't want to. If I was in that Target, right? If that was the Young Bucks and I was in that Target and I saw them, I would not go up to them. I would not go up to them. I respect their privacy. I respect their space. They are fucking dudes. They're people with lives. And they probably just want their own fucking privacy. And they're probably also busy. Especially if it's before a show. They're probably busy doing something really quick before the show fucking starts. I'm not about to bother them. Because I know Matt has done this as we've seen in BTE. If I was wearing a piece of Young Bucks merchandise or like I was wearing my Young Bucks jacket and Matt Jackson saw me and saw that I was wearing that and was like, I'm going to go up to that person and compliment their thing, like he's done with the Young Bucks shoes that has been seen in BTE, then that's different. That's a completely different situation because I'm not the one approaching them, they're approaching me. I would never, ever, ever publicly go up to somebody like that. Meet and greets are a thing for a reason. Even like the little, like, you know, meeting wrestling fans after the shows is a thing for a reason. That's just that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I digress on that point. Overall, the Dynamite showing was really fun.
Yes.
Now let's get on to talk about Rampage.
Our section got rowdy during Rampage, and I think it was because it was a little bit late in the night.
Yeah, so...
Our section was like, you know what? Even though we paid, like, you know, money for these seats, we don't care if we get kicked out.
Yeah, so, I mean, Rampage overall was fine. It was a fine show, you know, is what it
Rampage.
Is. It was Rampage. But the one thing we want to touch about on here is we're going to talk about our favorite fucking transphobe apologist, Soraya.
Yeah, we're going to talk about what happened live and what you saw on TV.
Yeah, so...
or what you didn't see on TV.
Basically, when we were at the show... and the Harley Cameron and Sheeta match was going on. Mm-hmm. Soraya obviously comes out with Harley Cameron. That's like a given.
And the crowd fucking went ballistic.
In not a good way.
And not
a good way.
In a Philadelphia Eagles way.
It was actually a little concerning. So basically what you didn't see, is during picture-in-picture on the TV, that entire time, Saraya had a microphone.
She grabbed the mic.
She grabbed a microphone and she was talking into the mic for like a very elongated period of time, which actually when you get back to Rampage, when it comes out of picture-in-picture, you hear all of us going, turn the mic off, clap, 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 clap. But you don't like that, like it's just out of nowhere.
The mic ended up being cut.
Yeah, so Saraya grabs a mic and starts yapping her yam about literally whatever, just going, shut up! Shut up! I'm Saraya, don't you know who I am? Whatever.
If it was on TV, you could probably hear me saying, your boyfriend fucking sucks.
Yeah, so there was, during this part, our entire crowd, and personally, I think what we said was not the worst things that came out of the mouths of the people around us. Our section, specifically, got fucking insane. They got brutal.
Yeah. I thought someone was gonna jump the gate, bro.
Yeah. And
I thought someone's going after it.
I posted on Twitter, which actually gained a lot of traction. And people were obviously mad at me about it because they're fucking Saraya fanboys, but whatever. I said, I hope that me and my boyfriend flipping off Saraya and me calling her a stupid fucking bitch made the cut.
Yeah, we called her a stupid fucking bitch. We flipped her off.
But that was not the worst of what had happened. And so she's talking to the mic this entire time. All throughout picture-in-picture.
Man, people were saying some shit.
Her mic got cut. And then the mic turned back on. And then the ring announcer, whose name I can't remember, is the female ring announcer. I cannot remember her name for the life of me. Actually ended up coming over and trying to take the mic away from her.
Yeah.
Like, they were actively trying to get this mic away from her.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if she grabbed another mic that was active. She might have. I wasn't paying that much attention to what she was doing. So I don't know how that all happened. But throughout all picture-in-picture, that's what was going on. And then when you get back to the show is when you hear us saying, turn the mic off. And that was when the mic was completely cut and they stopped.
Yeah.
So that was actually kind of fucking insane that whole thing got cut. And then her 99% of her promo on Jamie Hayter got cut.
Like the match ends, Jamie Hayter comes running out. Saraya jumps in the crowd in our section.
Yeah, which, like, it is technically a good thing that security was there. Because our section was fucking nasty.
There was people getting ready to fucking go, bro.
And, like, again, I don't like her. I don't like her. I have beef with her personally. We personally have beef. Me and Saraya personally have fucking beef.
Yo, that'd been funny if she, like, noticed you in the crowd.
I locked eyes with her.
Did you?
When I was flipping her off. I locked eyes with her, dude. I locked eyes with her when I said, fuck you, you stupid fucking bitch. So, I got my closure. But, basically, yeah, so, like, I don't like Saraya, whatever. I would not have been surprised from our section if somebody did try to fucking go after her.
Yeah.
Like, it was bad. And it was probably smart on AEW's part to put it in picture-in-picture so you can't hear the audio.
Oh, God.
Because I don't think a lot of it could have actually really been aired. Especially if it was cause it was loud. I mean, we were in it.
Oh, there was so much.
But if it caught as loud as it was on camera, then yeah, they might have been in some deep shit and had to be like, we kind of have to put this whole thing in picture-in-picture.
Like, I'm not trying to knock them when I say this. The arena was half empty. It was also just very empty because it was Rampage. Mm-hmm. That arena sounded like it was fucking full.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I will say,
it was loud.
Just to defend it, where there were empty seats is because those tickets weren't for sale. I mean, obviously there were some empty seats, like in where the tickets were for sale, like that, you know, what is what it is. They came close to selling out all of the tickets they had for sale. Very close.
It was loud. But then she cuts this promo afterwards. And
it wasn't a long promo, but
I'm going to repeat this, and I don't mean this towards any woman or Jamie Hayter especially. Saraya gets the mic and goes, Jamie Hayter, you stupid slut.
Yeah, they cut that.
And the whole crowd...
I think they cut that.
Yeah, the whole crowd goes, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. And I was like, whoa, hold on. And then she proceeds to cut this promo about a Saraya Rules match and everything. They cut half of that out. Like, the promo that did not air was like 3 minutes long. The promo that aired was like 30 seconds long of just her going, Jamie Hayter, I challenge you to a Saraya rules match, and I'm gonna beat your ass or whatever.
I don't think it was 3 minutes long, but it did definitely get cut down a lot. Like, I know she was in that ring talking for much longer than what was aired on TV.
Yeah.
Completely. Like, completely. They just, like, cut 90% of her promo out to the point. I think maybe... I don't think that they put Jamie Hayter, you stupid slut, on TV. I could be wrong.
No, they didn't.
But I don't think they did.
That's how I knew they cut it, because as soon as she started talking, it ended with, Jamie Hayter, I challenge you. Like, they took out the whole intro, went to, like, her next sentence, and then they took out the whole middle part and just added on the end.
Yeah, they completely, like, pasted it together.
Yeah.
Which is actually fucking, like, insane when you really think about it. Like, again, I don't like Saraya, but
I find it funny.
Let's just sit here and really think about it, right?
It was so bad they had to cut it.
When Saraya debuted in AEW, I was really fucking excited. I cried. Because I loved Paige growing up. I fucking loved Paige so goddamn much. She was one of my favorites. So I was really fucking happy for her. I was really fucking happy to see her back in a ring. Like, I felt like she genuinely fucking deserved it. And when she first debuted, it wasn't terrible. You know, she had the ring rust, and that was to be expected because it's been so long. I wasn't expecting her to have these fucking classics, but she put on, like, a better showing. As I think we saw her first match, it was at Full Gear, right?
I don't fucking remember.
I think we saw her, I think it was Full Gear.
Man, I don't fucking remember.
But I'm pretty sure we saw her first match. Yeah, because when we were driving back from Newark with Steven, we were talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, when we saw her first match back, and again, it wasn't like Sunshines and Rainbows the most perfect thing, but it was good. It was good, and, like, there was a lot of high hopes for her. Personal opinions about her, her person aside, it's kind of fucking crazy to study the downfall of her, where the hype of her coming back, her being pretty fairly solid for being out of the ring for as long as she was, winning the Women's World Championship, unfortunately for a cheap pop in England, but I digress. She won the Women's World She's a former Women's World Champion in AEW, to now being put on Rampage. I mean, at least she's feuding with Jamie, so, like, Jamie has star power in this fucking story. But being put on Rampage, being put with Harley Cameron and kind of diluting Harley Cameron, having her fucking shit being literally cropped down to a 30-second promo, having all of what you could argue in saying
No, this isn't a poor Saraya fucking thing. This is a poor Jamie Hayter thing. The fact that she fucking was gone for over a year and she's on this fucking bullshit Rampage show, and this fucking stupid segment is stupid.
I'm not saying poor Saraya, because I don't feel bad about it. I'm just stating,
I know. I'm saying this is a poor Jamie Hayter.
Yes, but the fact that you can argue with what she was doing on the mic to be, which, again, personally, I don't think it was great, but if we're looking at it as like a standpoint of just looking at the facts of fan interaction, trying to gain heat from the crowd, to all of that being cut out, because what I could assume, and I could be wrong, I don't work for AEW, but what I could assume is because the fan reaction was so fucking bad that they couldn't air it, to again your promo being fucking cut down, like, the downfall of her presence and how much people actually give a shit about her is fucking insane. And genuinely, a lot of it could be related to the aspects of the personal problems people have with Saraya, of her being a transphobe apologist for her fucking shit-ass boyfriend, Ronnie fucking Radke, and defending everything that he does and saying, well, he's not transphobic, he had a trans person in his music video, when he's actively, like, harassing trans minors and trans non-binary, or minor non-binary people, and calling people fucking transphobic slurs and fucking racial slurs and shit.
Ronald Radke.
Like, and just, like, letting it happen and defending him and being proud of him. Like, you can say a lot of that has to do with their downfall. Which I will agree with. However,
the day Ronnie Radke's not on planet Earth will be a great day.
However, her actual abilities on the mic and in the ring have also completely suffered from a fan standpoint of people who might not be on Twitter and might not be as active in the IWC as someone who is watching it just on TV as more of a casual fan, her shit just fucking stinks. Her matches blow. They're boring. Her promos suck. She's annoying. Like, it's not good. It's not good content. It's not what I was necessarily expecting from Saraya or from Paige when she came back. So personally, you know, I think that's just a very interesting thing to look at and to really assess and think about.
Why is Grimace on TV?
Actually, even at this point, I don't think she'd ever be able to make a comeback, even if she broke up with fucking Ronnie Radke.
Nope.
Unless, like,
she, like,
something unfortunate came out where she was basically too scared to leave type of thing.
she, like, spills a lot of beans.
Yeah, unless...
Like, Ronnie Radke is, like, this horrible... I mean,
Well,
he is
he
horrible.
is,
but,
but-
like, Ronnie... Not to go with this route, but Ronnie Radke beat the fuck out of her or some shit.
Well, he was arrested for domestic violence.
Tortured her, some
like,
shit.
here's the thing, right? Like, and a lot of people would probably also argue that point, well, yeah, you were dating Ronnie Radke, like, you should fucking assume. But, like...
yeah.
Here's the thing, though, like, you know, I've dated some shit fucking people that have, like, really manipulated themselves into being a good fucking person, and it turns out they're a shit person, and then when you realize they're a shit person, you're kind of in too deep and you're kind of scared. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know why I did that.
Here's the thing. If something like that were to happen, I might have a little bit, like, more sympathy for her than I do at the current moment. However, with a lot of people being in her ear about it and her not even doing anything or not speaking out against it or this, that, and the other thing, it's either A, she agrees, or B, she's terrified for her life with him. There's no fucking in between. There's no fucking in between in this instance, and frankly, I don't see her leaving him. So, they've been together for so fucking long now.
Yeah.
Anyway, aside from that, Rampage was fun. I got to see Kip Sabian, and him and Nick Wayne and their storyline going on, which is fun and interesting. And I'm excited to see what goes on with that because I love Kip Sabian and I want to see more of him, frankly. So let's get on that shit, Tony. Come on, book Kip. Let's go. He is underrated. I am over it. So let's get there, Tony.
What a random card for Rampage, bro.
Do you have anything else left to say? Oh, actually, I do. Dylan didn't want to wait to meet Tony Khan, so we didn't get to meet Tony Khan.
I wasn't fucking waiting with a bunch of people to fucking meet Tony Khan.
I would have.
Just, I'm not, there was too many fucking people. I was ready to go. I had to sit through a 20-minute Chris Jericho match. I was ready to go then.
Don't say that with the amount of money I spent on these fucking tickets.
I was ready to go the minute Colt Cabana came out the fucking
Dude, I spent so much on these tickets. Do not fucking say that shit to me. You had a good fucking time.
I had a fun time.
Anyway, anything else you want to add about Dynamite and Rampage?
Fuck Saraya.
Yeah, fuck Saraya.
Fucking little bitch.
Moving on, because we still got a lot to talk about, and it's getting dark, and I'm getting sleepy because I have work at 4:30 in the morning. So let's just fucking get.
It's only 7:30, bro.
I have work at 4:30 in the morning.
It's this dark out at 7:30 already. What the fuck's happened?
Fucking over it, dude. We had on Smackdown, Roman and Cody came face to face, and their girlfriends
At a football field.
At a football
the
field.
Georgia Tech football field. This was random as hell, but like
weird.
But okay.
Weird as fuck.
Like,
frankly,
honestly, this was literally Triple H being like, fuck it, why not?
I don't know why we had to make this as cinematic as we fucking did.
Because why not?
It seemed way overzealous. But I do love the fact of, like, they are the trope of enemies to lovers right now, which is really fucking interesting.
No, I find it funny that Roman Reigns pulled up and he had 10 cars, and then Cody just pulls up in one.
Yeah, well.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens at Bad
The
Blood.
whole, like Cody cutting off Roman, and Roman going, "You're in my way." And then Cody moving and him going, "You're in my way in life." And then walking away.
That was wild, though.
And I'm like, what fucking bitches. Oh my god.
They went ballistic, bro.
Oh my god. You said that's fucking ballistic? Dude, no, that's gay as shit. And I mean that in a homosexual, homoerotic way. That shit is straight up enemies to lovers.
What else happened on SmackDown?
I don't know because I don't know what the fuck Tama Tonga was saying.
That was wild.
I genuinely have no fucking idea. They came out and he's just going what, like yeah. yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Dog!
Listen, can you recite this promo word for word, please?
Dude, the dog in him is a chihuahua.
Can you please recite this promo? What did he say? For the fans, so they need to know.
Yeah, that literally, and then he said something. I know he did. I don't know what the fuck it was because I was too goddamn fucking bamboozled because the dude sounded like a fucking CD skipping. It was awful. It was terrible.
One more time.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ, dog.
Can you say it slower so people understand?
Yeah. I think that was the noise. I don't know. I was bamboozled. I was shook. I was fucking shook.
Do you think he should do that every promo?
No.
Yes. Give him the mic. Let him talk for the blood. Imagine him just talking to Roman like that.
Because then when the fucking Usos reunite, it's gonna be Tama Tonga and Jey Uso.
Yeet,
And
yeet.
it's gonna go yeet, 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 yeet. Like, and no, I'm not. God, fucking dumb, fucking, like, we have this high profile fucking cinematic movie-esque fucking cutscene. Like AAA game fucking cutscene in the middle of this fucking Smackdown between Cody and Roman, where it's like, we're taking this serious. This is cinema. This is professional wrestling like you've never seen it before. And then in the same fucking breath, Doug, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm over it. I'm done.
Yee.
Stupid.
Yee.
Stupid fucking shit, dog. I can't. I'll take Jacob Fatu screaming over that.
Ah.
Yeah, that's fine. Perfect.
Yee.
Godly, gee.
Yee.
Go fly a kite. Go suck a lemon. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Stupid. Oop. Oh. That was an interesting prediction.
What?
So I went to go, like, move this up. I deleted it already. I went to go, like, move this up, and I, like, went like that over, well, yeah, kind of like that, over your, keypad.
Mm-hmm.
And it typed something.
What did it type?
I'm not gonna say, because, I'll see if this has already been a Wrestler of the Week. But it typed something that I'm like, I think it just settled it for me.
Yeah.
So, let's go into the flashback match of the week.
Well, I'll pull up our Instagram so you can make sure. This is how I know if we had a Wrestler of the Week.
Oh boy, all right.
Already. So,
Yeah. Let me just, it would
There we go.
not have been this far down if it was. I don't think so. Nope. Just double checking, making sure I didn't miss over anything. No, all right, cool. All right, so let's talk about the flashback match of the week, Dylan. I want you to kick this off a little bit more because you'll be able to talk more about that.
on WWE Vault, or you can watch it on Peacock, whatever one you want to watch it on. We watched it on YouTube. It is Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels from Bad Blood in Your House, 1997, the very first ever Hell in a Cell match. And I figured we watched this match as flashback match of the week since Bad Blood is coming back as a pay-per-view and they're going to be having a Hell in a Cell match between Punk and Drew. So I figured, perfect, and I'm sure that's what WWE's Vault YouTube thought of as well. And I saw it pop up on my YouTube, and I was like...
I'm just making sure it's still going.
And I was like, oh fuck, this will actually be a good match to watch and everything. So we decided to go back to the Attitude Era and watch a Hell in a Cell match between The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Mm-hmm. And Lissy, what do you think of this match?
Well, I think YouTube rules are fucking stupid because half of the match was in black and white.
Dave Meltzer gave us 5 stars.
I want to see blood on my YouTube. I don't give a fuck about their rules. But no, overall, I mean, good match. And like I was saying, during this match, they're out of the cage, and my brain, like, even though I was watching them out of the cage, was like, wait a minute, they escaped the cage. Shouldn't the match be over? And I was like, oh no, that's not the rules to a Hell in a Cell. But then I was like, It was the first one ever, so I wonder if people in the crowd were confused about it. I'm just like, wait, they escaped the cage. Doesn't that mean the match is over? Like, what's going on here? I like the setup of the cage a lot better when it was wide.
Well, yeah, this Hell in a Cell was the original Hell in a Cell, where it was wider compared to the new one being taller.
I liked it being wider because you could do more stuff on the outside of the ring. You know what I mean? Without actually escaping the cage or like getting out of the cage. So I feel like it gave a little bit more leeway to stuff. But no, brutal fucking match. Brutal fucking match, of course, with the ending being what the ending was, which was Kane's debut.
Yeah, that's gotta be Kane.
That's gotta be Kane.
That's gotta be Kane.
That's gotta be Kane. And he shows up and he's like, "Fuck you, Undertaker, I'm alive." Boom, you're dead. And then Shawn Michaels
Your brother's
wins.
alive, Undertaker. Kane's alive.
And they're dead in the middle of the ring. And then, I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy!
Triple H comes out before the match with Shawn Michaels with a shirt on. And then after the match, he has no shirt on.
Why did he have no shirt on?
Because his friend was bleeding, and he's going to get blood on his shirt. He didn't want to get
blood on a white shirt is iconic,
yeah, but
and Triple H should know better.
No, he didn't want that. That was a nice shirt. That was like his strip club going shirt or whatever.
Don't you think the strippers would think he's more badass if he comes in covered in blood?
No, you gotta be nice. You gotta dress.
It's not being nice.
Sorry, not a strip club. Gentleman's club.
It's being mysterious.
It's a gentleman's club.
Mysterious gentleman.
You gotta dress like a gentleman.
Trust me, they don't anymore. I'll tell you that much. Not that I would know, but I would know the people that go to strip clubs. And
you can't use Wilkes-Barre as an example.
I know the people that go to strip clubs.
Me too.
Exactly. No, I mean, overall, obviously, good match, fun match. I love a bloody match. I love a brutal match. And I'm saying, like, oh, history-making generational is, kind of obvious. I just think it's wild that Shawn Michaels was in the first Hell in a Cell match and, the first Ladders match.
Yep. Yeah, this was... Man, I haven't seen this match in a long time. The Cowboys lost. But I haven't seen this match in a very long time, and I remember watching it the first time, was like, holy fuck, this is cool, and then like hearing the story behind it and everything, and the build that they had up to it was also really cool, so it was cool, fun watching it back and everything.
One of Kane's pyros didn't go off, fucking in the mud WWF bullshit.
This Outlaw Mud Show bullshit.
Outlaw Mud Show, dead fucking company.
Wild.
Yeah, you can watch it on the YouTube Vault or on the Peacock. YouTube Vault, yeah, there's going to be parts of it that's in black and white because of the blood, and also a chair shot to the head, needing to get kind of like censored out.
Yeah. Because
YouTube rules. So, I mean, pick your poison with it. There's going to be stuff censored in the one on Peacock as well, so just, choose your battle with it, I guess. That don't matter, but...
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, good match.
Great graps. Mm-hmm. Real graps, bruv.
Real graps, bruv.
Anyway, let's see. Hold on. There we go. I was cracking my neck. What is your wrestler of the week?
Well, I think it's pretty interesting about how your phone determined this for me.
Oh no. I'm scared of what happened here.
Which was wild because normally, like how a phone works, like it gives you like a pre-existing like word. It wasn't really a pre-existing word.
Oh boy.
Per se. More of an acronym.
Oh boy.
Or more of like, an abbreviation, if you will.
Oh boy.
And it's also kind of interesting because when we were talking about the Roman and Cody promo,
oh boy,
we mentioned a line that can also pertain to this person of, "You're in my way."
You smell what the Rock is cooking?
No, it's not the fucking Rock. It's Kevin Owens.
Oh, okay.
Your phone predicted KO.
Oh, okay.
Which was really fucking weird. And it was literally at the Wrestler of the Week. When I went to swipe up, it just went KO. So we're just going to talk about Kevin Owens. Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens. We were talking about him a little bit earlier in the show, too, about, Mount Rushmore and
my way.
The world's best promo that's ever existed. The Mount Rushmore promo.
Call Jim Cornette. I think he might be mad at me.
And frankly, I relate to him with that a lot.
For turning this entire company into a tragedy.
So I guess you can ask me some stuff about Kevin.
What do you like about Mr. Steen?
He's funny. He's funny. He's the only one in WWE that watches the fucking product. He is blissfully way too aware.
He's fucking wild.
He's fucking insane. I love when he gets angry. I love his dynamic between him and Sammy about him being an angry pit bull and Sammy being a hamster just running around him the entire time. Or not a pit bull, bulldog. He's an angry bulldog. And Sammy's just running around like a fucking hamster. And also I just like that he wants to beat people up. Like, that's fucking cool. He's just here to fucking fight people and beat the shit out of them. And the Steenalizer needs to make a comeback.
What was, like, your first introduction to Kevin Owens, if you remember?
Oh, WWE, definitely. Probably, honestly, when we started watching, well, when I started watching again back in 2020. So, what was he doing around that time?
Feuding with Seth Rollins.
Feuding with Seth Rollins.
Yep.
Oh, and I also loved when he was, I think when I, like, really started liking him is when he was doing the Elias shit.
Oh, yeah.
The Elias and Ezekiel shit. Even though it was fucking stupid, it was funny. It was really fucking funny. And I loved how pressed he was getting about, because, again, the only man that actually watches the fucking product and knows what's going on at any given fucking point.
Now, have you seen any Kevin Steen stuff?
Yeah, so, I mean, off the top of my head, one will always stick out to me. But when I worked at the tattoo shop, and I would put wrestling on, I would put a lot of, like, the Ring of Honor matches on from YouTube, and I would always, like, end up picking something with Kevin Steen in it, because I was like, oh, I know it's gonna be a good fucking match. The one that sticks out the most is Kevin Steen and El Generico ladder match for the Ring of Honor World Championship, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
Insane. And I think I actually put that one on and made Mark watch it with me. So, like, you need to watch this fucking match. I don't know if you've ever seen this match. You need to watch this fucking match. We're gonna sit here and watch, because I think that was a weird fucking day. I remember that day because I don't think the other two tattoo artists were there that day, or something happened. I know one of them was definitely gone. Might have been, like, on a vacation. The other one, I think, was just, like, there was a situation going on, was gonna be late, and Mark was late. But Mark was, like, the first one to show up, and I think he showed up around, like, 2 or 3 o'clock. So it was, like, halfway-ish through the day. So the piercing side was open. Everyone was over there, but I was stuck on the tattoo side, just kind of, like, doing, like, a deep clean of stuff or whatever, like, getting things situated while no one was there and I had the time to do it. And Mark ended up showing up around probably, like, 3 o'clock-ish, and I had fucking Ring of Honor on TV, because I was like, fuck it, if I'm here alone and I'm doing cleaning shit, I'm just gonna have fucking wrestling on, and no one's gonna fucking tell me otherwise. And I was like, okay, we're not doing anything, you're here. I don't even know if he had an appointment that day or if his appointment was late, but I was like, you're fucking watching this match with me right now. We're doing this. But yeah, no, I would also say that's probably my favorite match of his.
Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens. So Ring of Honor Kevin Steen or WWE Kevin Owens?
See, again, my knowledge of a lot of Ring of Honor stuff is slim. Because I've been so late to the game, and I really have only seen a lot of, like, some of the stuff, like, from YouTube and whatnot, and just, like, matches that sound interesting to me from Ring of Honor. People that I either already know, or people I don't know that maybe I don't know, like, this person with this person, I never heard this person, but then I saw this match and I liked them, so I'm gonna go here. But from what I have seen in Ring of Honor, I would say Kevin Steen over Kevin Owens.
Kevin Steen's always been a fucking great guy.
And again,
I love Kevin Steen shit.
I love Kevin Owens. I love him. I think he's he's a very good wrestler. And again, I love his comedic side a lot. That's one of the reasons why, like, I am a big Kevin Owens fan the way that I am. Or that I like him as much as I like him. But I just like watching him brutalize people, man. He was a fucking force to be reckoned with. He'll fucking people up, and I love that shit.
Man. Do you think he'll go to AEW?
Here's the thing, right?
Because, like...
I want him to.
It'd be wild. Like, I don't care what he does. I love him in WWE, but man, like, the child in me, the wrestling mark in me, is like, man, it'd be crazy to see him hit one more Steenalizer.
I would love to see Kevin Steen in the year 2024-2025. I would love to see that. I think it would be really fucking cool. I think it would be awesome. I think he would be a huge fucking asset to AEW. I don't know. Because to me, I'm sure he's making a good amount of money in WWE. Is it going to be... And I don't mean this in like a negative sense. Is it about the money for him? Like, is he willing to go to AEW because they're going to pay more? Would he go because the work schedule is going to be easier? He could spend more time with his family type of thing? Like, is that a factor into it? Is that something that, like, he would be interested in? If he goes, does Sammy go?
Yeah. Well, it would be El Generico.
I don't know about all that. I don't know about Generico's ever making a comeback. But,
that'd be insane.
Would Sammy go? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Because wherever Kevin Owens goes, Sammy goes.
Yeah.
So would that happen? I really don't know. I would like to see it, though. I'm not going to sit here and say, like, I'd be mad if he doesn't. I could completely understand why he wouldn't. So whatever he wants to do is whatever he wants to do, and that's really what matters the most to me. But it would be cool. What do you gotta say about Kevin Owens? Kevin Steen.
I love Kevin Owens and Kevin Steen. I've always loved them. Even when he showed up in WWE and NXT, I was like, fuck yeah, about time this motherfucker's here. And, man, what's your favorite match? Because I know my favorite match.
I said the El Generico and Kevin Steen ladder match.
Mine's Kevin Owens versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm not even joking.
Is it because Stone Cold took a concrete bump as his first bump?
Yeah.
Is that it?
The whole build up to it was fucking great,
That
bro.
was fucking funny. That was...
I loved the whole build up to that whole thing that they did.
That was good.
And, like, props to Kevin Owens, man. They trusted him to face Steve Austin.
Well, yeah.
Like, the biggest fucking draw in company history. Like, bro, he got to live a fucking moment main event WrestleMania.
Yeah.
He got the main event WrestleMania against a legend and, like, his childhood hero. And then the next year, he got the main event WrestleMania with his best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, bro, Kevin Owens, give him another title run.
Yeah.
At this fucking point.
If Kevin Owens comes to AEW, he needs to be AEW champion. He's retiring Danielson. I don't care what anyone says. That's what's happening. But yeah.
That's Kevin Owens.
Yeah, that's Kevin Owens for you. Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen. Classic Mount Rushmore promo.
Love that promo.
Such fucking ridiculous. Most ridiculous fucking shit ever. I would love to see...
Not these
Kevin,
boys, they're good Christian boys.
Good Christian boys. Love to see Kevin with the Bucks and Cole again, honestly. But I think I would love some more Bucks and...
Kevin Owens needs to come to AEW and team up with Chris Jericho again and get the Festival of Friendship Part 2.
Kevin Owens needs to come to AEW and team with Okada.
Oh, God.
That's what we need.
I want TV. No, let Kevin Owens come to AEW. Just as Kevin Steen. Like, that's his name, Kevin Steen. And let him do exactly what he's doing in WWE right now. He is the only one to watch the product. Imagine the shit that he can make fun of in AEW.
Can you imagine Kevin Owens in the conglomeration, though? With Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly, Orange. Can you imagine that shit happening? No. Stokely?
Oh God.
Can you imagine a Stokely and Kevin Owens interaction?
Oh God.
I don't know why that would happen, but it could. Can you imagine him running into Ricochet in the back?
Nice to see you again.
Like, just the amount of fucking shit. Mox?
Huh, it's been a while.
Kevin Steen and Mox?
It's been a while.
Can you imagine that shit? He fucking brings Mitch with him. Gifts it. Like, oh, I got you a housewarming plant or something. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. He runs into Chris Jericho.
Kevin Steen and Hangman.
Oh God.
Kevin Steen and Kenny. Kevin Steen and Coda. Come on. Kevin Steen and Christian. Kevin Steen and Luchasaurus. Kevin Steen and Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
He'd be like, why the fuck is there a dinosaur here?
He loves dinosaurs. He has a tattoo of Luchasaurus on him. He's his biggest fan.
I'm a big fan. He shows his tattoo to him. I'm your biggest fan.
Kevin Steen versus the Beast Mordos. Tell me that's not a money match.
Kevin Steen versus Nigel McGuinness.
Money match. Dude, like, the list is literally fucking endless. Fucking endless.
Kevin Steen versus Willow Nightingale.
That they would be the best doing an intergender match or a mixed tag match. That would be fucking sick. I'm just saying. Kevin and Hook.
Nice chip. Thanks for the chips, bro.
There's just so much. There's so much that you can do with it there. But again, whenever he decides, I'll be happy for him because I just want him to be happy, make money, and do what he likes doing. So that's really it. But with that being said, is there anything else you want to add?
No, I think it's time to go home.
Thank God. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching, listening, whatever you want to call this. If you like this video, make sure to like, share, subscribe, send it out to your friends, your neighbors, send it to Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen, and see if we've convinced him to join AEW with all these random matchups that we just decided to throw at him. If you want to follow us on Instagram, you can follow us on or at Talkin Wrasslin Pod. That is TALKIN_WRASSLIN_POD. If you want to follow me on any of my social medias, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at the same handle, which is Lungtar. That is LUNG_TAR. If you want to follow me on TikTok, you can follow me at Lungbucks. That is LUNG_BUCKS. My TikTok is predominantly wrestling content, wrestling edits, talking about stuff going on in wrestling, or just funny videos about wrestling. My Instagram is, I don't really post too much on my main feed, but I do post on my stories, which again is a lot of like wrestling stuff. I also post some like artwork, tattoos. I've been playing Pokemon Sapphire recently, so I've been getting a lot of Pokemon stuff on my feed because they listen to us. So Pokemon memes, different stuff like that. Twitter, predominantly wrestling, a little bit about football, since, you know, it's Duval City, Duval County, Duval right now. So you can listen to me complain about the Jags. You can listen to me complain about wrestling, tell my wrestling hot takes, talk about the Young Bucks, all the fun stuff like that. Dylan, where can people find you?
You can find me on the Instagram or the Twitter at Danny_line_Vallow_ I don't know why I'm doing a southern accent. Danny_line_Vallow_line DANI. It's with an I. _line. It's an underscore line. Vallow VALO with another underscore line. Yeah. I post stuff there. And sometimes I don't. And then sometimes I do. Depends on the day. I was posting a lot today because the Philadelphia Eagles should fire Nick Sirianni. We have a serious problem. Nick Sirianni should be fired. He's a horrible goddamn coach. Jalen Hurts is not a great quarterback. And we have like 3 good players. Saquon Barkley is the best player for the Philadelphia Eagles of all time. So go Birds and fuck Nick Sirianni. Thank you.
All right, well, with that being said, again, thank you so much for listening, watching. Like, share, subscribe, send it to your friends and whoever you want. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.